Rasmus, and this is my xylophone that I made out of wood, and that was Anitra's dance in A minor or C major, I don't know. However, so this is not actually a how-to instruction. I'm just going to tell you how I made it, because I didn't think of the idea of making a video while I made it. But I built this from wood, not any specific kind of wood. I think it's fir, furu in Swedish, pine. As you can see here, it has. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these tones, and it's actually a C major scale. This is the C. And this is the highest C, and I actually added a B, so that I could play the thing. I love that song. However, I made this, and as you can see here, I suspended it with strings, and I made it with these kind of easy to assemble pieces of wood. So I can show you. Wait, I think that I have, yeah, here. These are actually already the slides. These ones are already there, so you can just put them together. You can use this; it's the easiest way. I use this, and then I just cut them into the right length that I wanted them to. And you can also use ordinary wood, but that's a bit harder, because then you have to fit the pieces together. Though it won't matter that much. Though it's quite important here that the part that is touching these things, these tone plates, are narrow, so that you have as little interference as possible. And I can show you. So I made these, as you can see, here's the suspension part. I used string, ordinary. I took the string from a mosquito net actually, and so that I don't push the things, the tones that much, and the less pressure you got on them, the more they will ring, I think. I can show you. So this is the C note, and as you can see, on one side I put a hole in it, and here the string goes through, and that is because I want them to stay in the same place all the time. On the other place, I'll get the chair so that you can see better. I'm not that much of a cameraman actually, so you have to excuse me for a second. I will soon get to the interesting part. So, as you can see here, here is the part with the hole, and I put the string through, and then I put a nail here, and it goes up into this one, and then down to another nail, and then so on, it goes on, and then I just took 2 nails here, which secures it, so I just put this round loop. You understand? And so back to the reeds, or what you call them. I put a hole in one side. You could put a hole in both, but I didn't want that because I found this easier. And on the other side, as you can see, on mine at least, but I think that it could be improved by adding more holes. I just laid I did the same thing with the nails, but I put the thread over and then down. And this took about 2 days to make. it's not that much of hard work. And how I did this was I took a plank, big one. These are actually, I think it was like this big. And then I cut it into two, and then I took out the middle piece. And this I just tried out like from the beginning. And then I had this great app on my iPad, which I'm filming with right now. That's why it's a bit inconvenient. I had a great app which hears tones. So I actually had a tuner, that's what it's called in English, which I used to hear what kind of resonance is in these things. I can show you. So this bar that I just held up is the C, and you can hear. And this is the B. Whatever. So, and I did this first by cutting everyone each of these in the same fatness, in the same size, in this way. It's important that they are all equal in this way. And then I took the part which has the least of these pine holes, I don't know what it's called. And because the more of these there are, the greater difference in length there will be. And you want them to go continuously, like in this shape, into a triangle. And then, when I had finished making each one in the same thickness, I took, first I listened to each and every one of them. You begin with having a bit longer than everyone. First you listen a bit, and you're like, well, this, I don't know, I don't have perfect hearing, so I just take my tuner, and then you take your tuner, and then you see what kind of... I found it easiest to hold it like this, because then the tone is cleanest. And then you just listen with the tuner, and you hear if it's a bit too high, then you have a problem. If it's a bit too low, the tune, or if it's like, if you're trying to make a C and it's a B, then you need to either saw it in this way, or you take a file and you rasp it or file it down, or sandpaper if you want to. You could probably use a sandpaper machine. I tried, but it was a bit hard for me. And then you just cut down a centimeter or a half or something, and then you listen again with the tuner. If it's a bit wrong, then you continue. And you don't want to do it too... It gets like finer and finer the more you go. And then you continue. First you pick your scale. I think that it's great to have a in C scale. I thought of making a chromatic xylophone, but I think that it was a bit too much work, and I will probably do it sometime. And that's how you do this. So it's not that much of, it's like, because I used just ordinary wood. I just took I think I tried to have the most compact wood that I could find, but it doesn't matter that much. Though it's nice if it's already dehydrated, if it's not that like moist, because then it will change tune afterwards, because it will dry out. So take a dry piece of wood, and the drier the better, I think, because the sound gets better. And so I think that explains how to tune it. And yeah, do these holes before you tune it, because I did it after and it made the tuning a little bit different. And also do the like finish thing, because maybe you want it to look good, and then you need to have some sandpaper on before. And anyhow, this is how I made the rest of the table. So I have this sheet underwards, which is also made of this this easy construction plates, and this actually this, how to make the spacing between these ones and how to make the shape, because this has kind of a V shape. That is like, it's most about getting the sound right, because you want to put the reeds, or these ones, on just the right place, because you get a very different resonance from where you put it. So you want the 2 points to be precisely where the resonance gets the best, and then you just try to like fit in all the plates when you're done, and then make the shape. And how I did this, because I chose to have a bit higher than just one layers of these plates, of these planks that's going up, because I like to have a bit of a resonance box. And I actually have these, the ones that I shown, in the back of this one, so that you can get the like a more of a sealed resonance box than without it. And the sound gets a little bit better. I don't know if it matters that much, like that. So you get it's much easier to get a good sound when you're doing that. And I think that's kind of everything I want to show. Yeah, okay. I used a lot of bolts, wooden bolts down here, to get this to stick there and this to stick there. Otherwise, I use nothing more than just these wood panels. And this is just scrap wood that I used from my home, so you don't need anything fancy. I didn't use any instructions when I did this, and I think that often when you do these things, it's just best to improvise, because though this worked fine for me, I bet there will be some things that you will be like, oh wait, I don't have these, or I don't know how to do this and stuff. And in those cases, it's better to just do whatever you prefer and whatever is the easiest for you. So yeah, this took me about maybe 12 hours of work or 10 hours of work or something. It's quite easy to do. Yeah, and the sticks, my playing pins. I just took a square piece of wood, and I just filed it down into a greater shape with sandpaper and stuff. And then I took 2 pieces of long pieces of wood, and then I shaped it into this shape. And that's just basically what I did. It's not that hard. Yeah. Yeah, and that's it. I hope that it helps. I don't know. I'm not very used to make these how-to videos. The next time I do something like this, maybe I will make another video when I actually, because I think that I will do some half notes and seminotes and stuff on this one, expand it a bit, and then I will show you how I did it. So, but have fun and take your time. Just do whatever you like. I hope it helps. Thank you, and stay tuned for more shit.